Hello there, Cancer, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. We are here having a look at November 2024 for your money and career. We've got a couple of new moons in November, two of them to be exact. November 1st, a new moon in the sign of Scorpio. Perfectly supportive energy for new beginnings, change, transformation, and of course to really kind of recognize maybe what's been holding you back in Scorpio energy. There could be some information that gets revealed. Some secrets may come to light in that energy, ruled by Pluto, of course. And we'll get right back to Pluto in a second. But we've got a second new moon for November on the 30th. So the first and the last day of the month is supported by new energy. And this is a new moon in the sign of Sagittarius. So this is about expanding your horizons, freeing yourself from whatever's been holding you back, and having a look and seeing the big picture brings honesty and truth and maybe some exciting energy, exciting events. We do have Mercury going retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius on the 25th, so just before that new moon, so it could be a time of deep introspection. Just be aware of communication issues and snafus. Our wonderful planet of communication and technology, Mercury, whenever Mercury does go retrograde. I mean, retrogrades do get a bad rap sometimes, but it is about reflection, revisiting things, renewal, all of that kind of stuff. But yes, it can also bring a little bit of disruption in communication and technology. Pluto enters Aquarius. Pluto is direct. Pluto has been tiptoeing back and forth all year. So if you've been finding that you've been back and forth on something here, Cancer, you could be taking a more direct approach. Pluto, of course, rules that new moon in Scorpio at the very beginning of the month. And so this can be where you're reflecting on what changes you want to or need to make. There could be some things going on around you that maybe you don't necessarily have control over, but you might need to deal with the after effects of some endings or some changes that are going around. So being a little bit flexible is going to be your lifesaver there. But Pluto in Aquarius is very much about taking a direct approach towards our future goals, our dreams, our visions. Pluto is the planet of power as well, personal power, and Aquarius is about people. So power to the people and taking back your own personal power here as well. So it is a very wonderful, transformative time, very revolutionary, and a little bit of rebelliousness thrown in there as well. Sometimes we need to shake things up just a little bit. We've got the Hierophant coming in here now. The Hierophant is Taurus energy, and it's at the back of the deck, and there is a full moon in the sign of Taurus on the 15th of the month, so right bang smack in the middle. The Hierophant can certainly represent deepening levels of commitment, right? Is known as the marriage card, but we can be married to our job, to our work. We can be committing to our finances or committing to a goal, but some of you may have a personal relationship that affects your finances in some way here. Maybe you are getting married or engaged or moving in with somebody. With the Hierophant, it's typically a coming together, not typically a coming apart, not in the upright anyway. So it's a really positive energy, but it's also about taking something up to new heights. It is about higher level learning, ascension, that kind of thing. So we can really be making some great strides for you here. Now, with this being Taurus energy, it also has to do with your values, your beliefs as well. And when they come to you, your career path or your money situation, right? This may be requiring you to take a really good, honest look at yourself, how you deal with money, the things you own, how you feel about the things you own, right? Are you possessive about things? Do you try and control things a little bit too much, or are you a little bit a little bit more open, right? You might have some things going on in the home where you do need to focus on your money. But a full moon in Taurus can represent some blossoming abundance and prosperity in your life. So look back to the new moon in Taurus that we had 6 months ago and see, what were you doing? What were you working on? What area of your life was this affecting? And this can be what's coming to light for you now. But Taurus energy is, Taurus rules the second house. The second house is money. values, your finances. So this can be where you're getting your money house in order. We've got cultivating prosperity. Well, would you look at that? So we like that energy, okay? The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. What a fantastic affirmation for you. So some of you are reaping what you've sown. Some of you do have something coming up for you. There's something here, a door opening for you. You might get a windfall of some kind. It might be something small, but it might be the resources that you need right when you need them, right? So we can have wonderful things. But this is also showing you that those 2 new moons that we have, they're going to be very important for you to set intentions for your money, right? What do you want to do differently? Are you taking a new approach at money and finances? Are you letting go of some old habits and patterns and behaviors, and you're forging a better path forward with your money? So you can put some away for the future, but also enjoy life at this time. So sometimes we need to take a little bit of charge. This is a wonderful, wonderful energy coming in. We also have soaring into joy. That is also a wonderful energy there for you. Childlike wonder fills my life. So this is a reminder, we are talking about money. I'm talking about your career. There could be some doors opening for you. There could be some wonderful things. Maybe there's some big changes you need to make. Okay. But the universe wants to make sure that you're also leaving time to have some fun. All right. And that new moon in Sagittarius, right, when we enter Sagittarian season, Sagittarius is, highly intelligent, very philosophical energy, very big picture oriented, but also likes to have fun, right? So, likes to stay on the bright side of life usually, and does enjoy a little bit of fun and joy. So, so this can be certainly that reminder for you that even though you might have some career or money goals and aspirations, that it is time to have fun as well. And Sagittarius also likes to travel. So some of you might have a vacation coming up. Maybe you're making some plans for the holidays, or maybe you're going to get out of town for the silly season and just go and do something fun where you're not obligated to, cook multiple turkey dinners and things for relatives that maybe you just don't necessarily enjoy their company all the time anyway. So maybe you're going to do something a little bit more interesting than that, something that makes you happy, right? Rather than serving everyone else. But whatever your situation is, there's this joyous, vibrant energy that is being activated and highlighted for you guys. And who doesn't need a little bit of that? Could be having some fun with your children, right? And maybe there's some doors opening up for some of you as well for a career change, so that you can not just make money, but you can also enjoy what you do. So if there's something that you've been dreaming of, this could be the month where you take some steps to make it happen. And to make it happen indeed. We do have the King of Wands coming up here, activating for you for your month ahead. And the King of Wands is certainly about taking charge, taking the lead. This is exuding confidence that I know what I want and I'm going to get it done. The kings are leaders, right? So you could be taking the leadership role or stepping into a position of some sort of power. But whatever your situation is, you could be finding new sources of inspiration, or just creating the life that you want and being really excited about what is to come. So some of you are very much on the top of the world here with this energy. So it's pretty awesome. With the King of Wands, this is also an entrepreneurial energy as well. So being opening up your own business, expanding your own business, maybe starting up your own business on the side while you still have a day job paycheck that pays your bills. But what you do on the side, this is your source of joy, right? This is my passion project. This is what I want to do. Maybe I can make some money at it, maybe not. But that can certainly be the goal there for you. So that King of Wands, very entrepreneurial in its energy, and certainly very inspirational and creative as well. So this can be awesome. Now, you could also have a very important person in your life as well that affects your money or your career in some way. Now, the King of Wands, considering we do have the Hierophant at the back of the deck, perhaps you have a new boss. You could be, of course, getting a promotion, right? Taking something up a notch there, making some more money, right? And feeling really good about your situation. You could be working with somebody that maybe inspires or motivates you in some way. You could have a very helpful person. King of Wands in the upright is very helpful, and a great person to join forces with, right? So you could be opening up a business with somebody. Maybe you're just, you could be looking for the King of Wands. This could be a quest for you. And perhaps you're looking for, that business partnership, that boss, where you can learn from them, or maybe they're just very interesting to be around, and maybe someone that you look up to, right? In some way. So this, you could have the potential here for meeting that new person and potentially getting a job out of it, right? You could meet this person randomly out of the blue. All right, but whatever situation is, whether it's you or another person, very positive aspect there. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and this is the energy benefiting you for the month ahead. So it's a blessing headed your way. And the Knight of Pentacles is some money and an invitation, an opportunity. Something here may present itself to you. It can be some very important information as well with the King of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. It could be someone who may give you some financial advice and maybe even a helping hand along the way. But the Knight of Pentacles, part of your blessing is taking things one day at a time and paying attention to the details. All right, this is, if there's something you want to create or there's something you've already been working towards, the Knight of Pentacles, knights are always on a quest, right? And the Knight of Pentacles, he gets to the finish line eventually, right? You might be slow and steady wins the race, right? We've got a snail on that particular card, right? But this can show that maybe something that you've been working towards and have been patiently working towards is going to pay off for you. And it's because you've taken your time. It's because you've been open to situations and because you've taken an opportunity to learn and really pay attention along the way. And so this is where, all of your acquired knowledge, experience, and wisdom can really set you up for some financial prosperity and success. So pretty awesome energy. But the Knight of Pentacles, knights do take action as well. So you could have something that does open up for you. You might stumble across it. You may find it on purpose, whatever it happens to be. And this can really bring you some wonderful rewards. It is the Knight of Pentacles, so it's the Knight of Money. So that's a pretty good deal. Invitations, offers, opportunities, networking, business partnerships, you name it. Okay, you have the ability to increase your potential. Interestingly enough, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, and she is in the challenge position. Now, I want to say, I don't remember if it was Aries or Taurus. I'm going to have to check. Either Aries or Taurus had the Knight of Pentacles here, and they had the Queen of Pentacles here. Now, I've done a couple of readings in between, right? And this deck must have been shuffled quite a number of times in between that. So you may have either Aries or Taurus in your chart, and it could just be linked to the full moon that's in Taurus. So this could be bringing up some vibes, right? But we do have fiery energy with the King of Wands, and of course we've got Taurus energy here. So there could potentially be some messages in one of those readings there. I just don't off the top of my head remember which one, but one of them did have that. Anyway, your challenge position is the Queen of Pentacles. So there could be a female in your life that's digging in her heels and is, maybe being the voice of reason, or perhaps they are showing you their limitations, right, in their reaction to something that you want to do, especially if you want to take action on investing in something or on going out on your own, opening up your own business or expanding it in some way, right? You could have someone on the home front or someone in your family that is maybe kind of trying to dissuade you, or, they might just be, again, kind of like showing you what their limitations would be should they be presented with the same opportunity. But the Queen of Pentacles can represent a little bit of impatience, all right? Because normally the Queen of Pentacles is very open, receptive, nurturing energy, very patient, and cultivates the seeds that have been planted. Very homebody energy. Okay, here. So there could be something going on in your home. Maybe it was with a person or where you live itself, right? Could also pose a little bit of a challenge. And the Knight of Pentacles, you might need to take some action upon that. So you might need to communicate. You might need to move. All right, in some way. This can also represent there could be some financial issues on the home front there as well. And so, especially if you share money, joint resources, joint bills and responsibilities with another person, there could be a little chink in the chain right there. And there's something that you need to work towards, something you need to address, something you need to resolve. Okay, and I would probably try and do that before Mercury goes retrograde on the 25th. Mercury is in shadow for 2 weeks before that. Okay, but it's like, okay, if there's anything that we need to get out in the open, anything that we need to talk about, we better do it now. Okay, so perhaps you're going to do that before the 25th of November, or perhaps this is something that can come about around the 19th, where Pluto enters Aquarius, and we're freeing ourselves from whatever challenges that we've got, talking about money, dealing with money, finding balance and fairness with our finances in our home, right? Or again, if you maybe are having issues with where you live, like the building itself or the neighborhood itself, right? Maybe it's too big, too small, not the best neighborhood, too far from work, that kind of thing, right? You could be looking to move. Out of Pentacles, you could be looking to move where you live, and this might be a good month for you to do that. We've got the Sun coming out here as your advice from Spirit. Well, alrighty then. The Sun, okay, is basically a piece of advice of stay positive. Stay positive. Make sure that you are clear on what you want to do. Shine a light on anything that may be hidden in shadow. The Knight of Pentacles is really good that way, right? The blessing is figuring out the details and getting all the information that you need. Ask questions, all that kind of stuff. But ultimately, the Sun is shining a beautiful energy, a beautiful light on your entire reading. The Sun represents fun and joy and pleasure and excitement, right? Remember, we've got soaring into joy. So some of you, of course, could be having some really good news in the month ahead. So, your advice from Spirit is to enjoy the moment. Take a minute and enjoy where you're at. Enjoy the ride, because sometimes we forget to do that, okay? Give thanks, give gratitude as well. But stay positive no matter what your situation is. Look for a solution. The Sun does shine a beautiful energy of optimism on your entire reading. And it shows you that, when we keep a positive attitude, it's easier for us to find a solution, and it's easier for us to deal with the problems that we have, right? The power of positive thinking doesn't always mean that everything's going to go your way, but it certainly does change how we deal with the matter at hand, right? And when we look for solutions, we're going to find them. If we look for more problems, we're going to find those too, right? But the Sun does bring clarity as well. So you might need to shine a light on something, and before hopping right into something without having all of the information, just take that step back, ask a few questions, and then make the decision. But I do feel like part of your message here is there's something very positive that's going on in your month. It could just be a bright and shiny month for you. For some of you here, the issues that you've got, the challenges are probably a little bit minor. And this can be where we can resolve some things and restore some happy energy. We have attracting, not chasing. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. Right? Big difference between the two. Visualize abundance in all forms. Lovely. God, Spirit, Source, the universe gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthy, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience. Hello, advice from Spirit with the Sun. All right, so blossoming abundance. The Sun does represent abundance and growth and super positive energy, so we want to embrace that. It's absolutely fabulous. I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. Hope there was something here for you. If so, please like, share, subscribe. I hope you have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.